What's up, Buff Nation? He's a 10, but his intros are too long, so we're just gonna start the video. She's a 10, but she doesn't wear socks.
10.
She's a 10, but she doesn't have any hair.
9.
Nice. Oh my god. He's a 10, but he goes to the gym 6 days a week.
That's fine.
Still a 10?
I'm not gonna stop a man from working out.
He's a 10, but he hates mayonnaise.
5.
Think
It
about all
reminds
this.
me of a different sauce too, but oh wait.
What are you talking about specifically? Tell everybody exactly what you mean.
Don't worry about it.
They're a 10, but they don't have a job.
Still a 10.
Still a 10. You don't gotta work. You just gotta be beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's
Victoria's
gorgeous.
Secret model.
Are you getting this? Are you getting this?
Oh, he's a 10, but he only has 680 subs on YouTube.
680!
She's a 10, but she's stinky smelly.
Is it fixable with a bath?
You have to bathe
You
her.
make it a bonding
she's
activity.
a 10, but you have to bathe her.
Sounds like a plus to me.
Now she's an 11. You're an 11, Woobee. She's a 10, but she uses Crasher avatars. Say something banana related.
Potassium?
Potassium! She's a 10, but she hates all your friends.
I mean, if she has friends, then I'll fucking hate them.
I think that was the real Godzilla. She's a 10, but she's got 3 kids.
No.
She's a 10, but she's got no legs. He's a 10, but he has long toenails.
I can't with long nails. I don't want to be scratched. 5. It's so easy to clip your toenail.
He's a 10, but he plays Yu-Gi-Oh!
3.
Yeah, we prefer Magic the Gathering. We got some of the rock, we got some of the
Man.
flowers. Okay.
Got some of the rock. I guess you could say this angle rocks.
Yeah, dab.
I can't believe I actually followed your instructions there.
The part of the brain that processes cringe actually gets canceled out by cameras. Bochi the Rock. Nice. She's a 10, but she spends all of her time in the Black Cat.
I don't know. I don't think I could trust someone that spends all their time in the Black Cat.
She's a 10, but she pickles absolutely everything.
10.
Nah, pickles are awesome.
Easily.
She's a 10, but she doesn't let you go to the gym.
Damn, what the hell? I mean, that screams she's really controlling, so probably like a 6.
She's a 10, but she plays VRchat.
Still 10.
Otherwise,
I would be a cunt.
He's a 10, but he's a buff pink cat made of bubblegum.
What?
Should I give Bienwe a girlfriend?
Absolutely.
Right.
No one should be alone.
Alright. Except for you. Sorry, that wasn't funny.
He's a 10, but he is 5'2".
Still a 10.
Still a 10! They're a 10, but they can't drive.
That's a 4.
You can't just be rolling around bussing it. He's a 10, but he only plays Roblox.
2. The only reason he's not a 1 is because it's not Fortnite.
She's a 10, but she's a vegan, and you have to eat vegan if you're gonna be with her.
I'll go for it.
She's a 10, but she peels her chicken nuggets and throws away the meat.
You. No.
She's a 10, but she hates dogs.
She allergic?
She's a 10, but she's really, really stupid.
Like a 6, 7.
That's not so bad.
guys are stupid most of the time.
Beautiful girls that are smart, comment down below and say something smart. Prove this guy wrong and get me more engagement on the video. He's a 10, but he says cats are evil.
0!
Yeah, you done right. She's a 10, but she doesn't cook.
On.
She's a 10, but she'll only drive your car.
I don't fucking have a car.
He's a 10, but he lives in his mother's basement.
Still living in your mom's basement? Go you, I guess.
She's a 10, but every time you get intimate with her, she yells, "Skibbity, skibbity toilet."
What the heck?
She's a 10, but she's been wearing the same clothes for a month.
10.
Yeah, what?
I like someone with a bit of consistency in their life.
She's a 10, but she has spaghetti instead of hands.
What the fuck?
She's a 10, but she's obsessed with the concept of throwing you into a volcano.
A 5. A genuine 5.
Genuine 5, right? Because she might not have the upper body strength to actually get you up that volcano. He's a 10, but he likes to build castles out of meatball and then fling meatballs at people.
5.
A 5? What?
points.
He's got a castle. He's got a castle. He's got all the meatballs you could.
A 5.
Oh my god, that's bullshit.
I don't like meatballs.
They're a 10, but they're made of squids.
A lot of tentacles, so a 9.
She's a 10, but she collects snails and she keeps them in the bed, and her bed's full of snail juices.
What?
She's a 10, but she once went to outer space and got incubated by an alien. Her toes turned into melons, and now she's got melon toes, and aliens come out of her ears, and they whisper secrets into your head. She's a 10, but sometimes she goes to the beach and she finds seashells and then she glues them to her body, and then she attacks people, rubbing the seashells up against them, saying, "I'm gonna make you a pearl."
I'll give that a 911.
She's a 10. She goes to your house and then she opens up the fridge and she pulls the milk out, and then she fills it with maple syrup and makes maple syrup milk. And then she goes to the bathroom, she starts bathing in it, and she's covered. And then you come in and you say, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Spank me, big boy. I'm a maple syrup baby." So he's a 10, but he likes to go to the beach and cover himself with sand and run around scaring people, screaming, "I'm a sand monster." And when he catches them, he takes them home and then makes them watch every single episode of One Piece. And then when they say they didn't really like it, he throws sand in their eyes.
So I had an ex who was like that.
He's a 10, but he likes to go downtown and smother himself with honey and salmon and try and lure out bears so he can have an army of bears, because he thinks that if he has enough bears, he can claim downtown for himself and be the bear king. But sometimes he goes down to the mall and he buys one of those mall katanas and he runs outside, he runs around in the mall in a trench coat with a mall katana, and that's how he spends literally every day after 4:55 p.m.
So specific.
And he makes a Chinese food burger, and he fills his katana up with Chinese food burgers, and he runs out into the parking lot, gets shot by the police while he tries to take out the commissioner.
Easy 10.
She's a 10, but she likes to dress up as a unicorn, hailing taxi cabs, and then when she gets into the cab, she says, "I'm the unicorn queen," and she stabs the cab driver with her unicorn horn, and she's killed several cabbies, and she's at large right now, and nobody's been able to find her.
I would pretend like I don't know who they are.
She's a 10, but she's constantly looking for fossilized amber with a mosquito in it that has dinosaur blood, so that she could drain the mosquito blood out of it and mix it with a frog's DNA so that it could create an egg that will birth a dinosaur, so that she could create a park. But then the dinosaurs break free and they're biting people. They bite a guy off the toilet and he's dead. And then there's so many sequels and most of them suck.
Wow, what's their name?
Her name is Jurassic Park.
Oh my gosh, 10, 10, 10.
Da, 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 da.